When producing our media product, we decided to use, develop, and challenge different aspects of generic radio programs, contributing to the professionalism of our final creation. In order to do this, we carried out a number of different research tasks into a variety of radio stations, both local and national, highlighting their effective features and plummeting them into our production. These stations included Radio 1, Signal 1, Redshift Radio, Radio Stoke, and 5 Live. Conventional items often consisted of a jingle, a presenter, different reporters when introducing different sections, an elaborate code, and interviews, some of which we challenged and some supported. At this stage, we decided to take the form of a public service broadcaster, requiring a formal presentation of news, an element in which we challenged, supported by including a restricted code. We decided to do this in an attempt to communicate with our listeners more successfully. Furthermore, after carrying out audience research using SurveyMonkey, it was highlighted that our intended listeners desired the inclusion of an entertainment section, hence my role within the production. Primarily, our show begins with a jingle, inspired by our research. We found that all shows began with a jingle stating the name of the station, followed by news. We developed this idea by expanding it to cover each of the 4 segments of our production, introducing with Baltic Radio followed by the title of the segment, for example, Baltic Radio Entertainment. Furthermore, our central jingle, Baltic Radio, on DAB, FM, online and on mobile, giving you the charge you need, was similarly inspired. The jingle consists of a consistent beat, complemented by the sound of an electricity volt, a connotation of voltic, inspired by the theme of electricity and volts, used as a power source for radio. There is then an overview of the day's headlines, an idea taken from Radio 1, as it indicates to the audience what is to follow, attracting their attention. Shadowing this, Frankie, our main news reporter, traditionally begins with the most important story, but targeted towards our local area, as people are often concerned by the reputation of the place in which they live. Within radio, sound is used to allow the audience to visualise the showcase content, typically through the use of diegetic sound, including the reporter's dialogue, interview, and vox pops, all of which we incorporated to satisfy the likely customer expectations. Furthermore, vox pops, meaning voice of the people, usually exist alongside a story, providing support, an element in which he echoed when referring to the localised story regarding Jack D's remarks. This enables our audience to feel appreciated by the station as their views are broadcasted, supported by the natural ambience present, creating the authentic and lively sound, simultaneously creating connection with the listeners. In addition, different people usually carry out different sections of the show in order to adopt a variety of different voices, maintaining the attention and interest of the audience. We practice this tradition by incorporating 4 different presenters for sections including main news, entertainment, sport, and travel and weather. Furthermore, although for example I presented the entertainment news and carried out the interview, as the tone and manner of communication is dependent on the situation, the voice differs within each context.